Good afternoon. Welcome to Friday, September 24th, Open Gate Show analysis for tomorrow's 10 race card. Wow, September has ended. Times are really flying very, very fast. Remember, it's very important to rehydrate yourself with Jamaica's pure Pride bottled water. I dare you to experience the taste. Wear your mask, practice social distancing, and surely sanitizing your hands. Very important, as well as eat and drink whatever it takes to maintain required level for your immune system. It's very important also to steam, and the procedure entails heating some water, put it into a bowl, drop a few droplets of eucalyptus oil or peppermint, or even menthol crystal, not too much. Cover your head over the bowl, and at the beginning, slowly inhale and gradually increase. And when you inhale, try to inhale at times very deeply and hold your breath and exhale. Practice this whenever you reach home from off the road, several times per week. I must make some comments on the leading rider and co-champion jockey Anthony Thomas. He has taken on a new leash of life, not in racing, but this has done well for him. From the onset, he was a very seclusive person and doesn't speak much and very professional. And he has improved tremendously. His riding is really superb. And currently, he's by far the best jockey in Jamaica. I hope he continues. Well, he should be, because what he took on outside of racing seems a very good move. The Trainers' Championship has Jason DaCosta looking dangerously. He has been having multiple starters on race days here locally, and I must say he is really creating a momentum. He only has two horses. Well, he's only starting in two races tomorrow, race 2 and race 9, compared to the reigning champion trainer Anthony Nunes, who has horses in 3 races, the first race, race 8, as well as race 10. Gary Sobrati also has horses in 3 races, races 8, 9, and 10. But back to the Trainers' Championship. The champion trainer Anthony Nunes has not been putting out much and has not been winning much races, but he's still the leader. Jason DaCosta, every bit of dime, well, we don't use dime as our currency, but every bit of dollar he's trying to harness in his quest to win the Trainers' Championship after just starting in March. I would love for him to win on the basis that it would give his family, especially his mother Elizabeth, a booster, some comfort, because she had had a very, very unique and tragic 4-day period with the passing of her husband as well as her brother, or only surviving brother. And it's good to see the DaCosta family has invested into horse racing and is keeping the sport buoyant. Good luck to Team DaCosta. Trainer Gary Sobrati, as I mentioned earlier in the month, will do well. Doesn't have any 2-year-old horses that could say would give him some needed money. But he's still hanging in there. But I don't see him winning the championship. As a matter of fact, his best chance is to overall Anthony Nunes for second or Jason DaCosta. But I don't see him winning. But you can never tell. But it's very interesting between the reigning champion trainer, Anthony Nunes, and Jason DaCosta. And I wish both camp all the best. Tomorrow's 10 race card starts with starts at 11 a.m. in the morning, obviously, and it goes a mile or 1,600 meters. It's 3 hours of maiden condition race, 9 entries. It's painful to see this race. There are a few people who didn't know that the nomination for this race was on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. Anyway, it is gone, and it was heartfelt, especially by me. 9 entries, yes. Number 1, Colorado Ranger, has been running at the bottom end of the board on occasions, and a race such as this, especially with Shane Ellis riding for the 3rd time consecutively, Colorado Ranger should be on the board again. Number 2, Leo has been a disappointment and is still being a maiden after running only 10 times. Ran only 3 times last year and ran 7 times so far. Tomorrow we'll be making number 8. Hard to gauge this one. And I don't really like this horse. Regardless, this race is so cheap, but he has a chance. Number 3, Conundrum. Ran well on the 28th of August, going 5.5 furlongs, 3rd by 3 lengths to Queen T, Nakamura, who went on and won after. Came back and got fair support. Thought he would have gotten more, but he only got 72. And he ran not as well as that August 28th, the 15th of September. Finished a floundering 8, 9.5 lengths to Lion Talk and Ring Charmer. I'm upon to think that Anthony Nunes is being calculative, and this race won't be any easier for him. He should win. The only concern I am noticing that he's been getting hacking. And for those who don't know what a hack is between a trot and a canter. So it's in between. Why this horse is only getting this? He's of good size. I don't know. Does he have issues? It's a possibility. Number 4, Snowflake, a debutant, born the 28th of March, a great filly by American dancehall Miss Passion, out of pure prize. Breeder Hampstead's limited owner, Mark Perry, Christopher Mundine, rides for Colin Ferguson, the groom, Easton Bennett. Snowflake, maybe when the winter comes, he will start to show something. But he's not ready for these as yet, especially going a mile. Number 6, Bunksky's Boy, oh boy, these names. Trained by Ron Darby. Ron Darby not doing too well with horses, the youngsters, but this Bunksky's Boy in a race as this should be able to find a low exotic spot. Number 8, Rod's the Indian. There's a lot of time that I've been mentioning this horse. This horse has gate issues. It's been breaking slowly out of the gate and not doing all that well. Ran in a similar field as this on the 25th of August, going a mile, same distance, and ran okay. His best race, finishing 3rd, 4.5 lengths. Came back on the subsequent race over 6 furlongs and run 20 lengths 6 to Ophelios false line and let it in goal with the blinkers on. The blinkers is off. Well, that is the first time blinkers is, and that is off, so I'm expecting of the Indian, even if breaking slowly, to definitely get into the 1, 2, 3, have a chance of winning. Number 3 for me though, Conundrum from number 8, that's the Indian. Number 1, Colorado Ranger. No. And number 6 for Fort Bounce Kids Boy. Second race for the babies, 8 starters again. They go 500 round or 1,000 meters round. Little bred twirls is the main special rate race. Number 1, a debutant by Platinum Pepsi. This horse is a half sister to Ocean Wave. Born the 28th of February, a Bay filly by Blue Pepsi Lodge out of Kate's Great by Wildcat Hare. Wildcat Hare, the grandsire, chose them very fast and very early as well. The breeder of this horse is Hampstead Limited, owner Colshire Limited. Anthony Thomas, the leading rider and champion jockey for 2021. This also be saddled by Fitzsimmons Williams, Arthur Spencer, the groom. Interestingly, Platinum Pepsi is one of Blue Pepsi's, the sire, Blue Pepsi's last progeny. Number 2, Awesome Rich, trained by Stephen Todd, didn't got much support. 14-1 on debut the 11th of September and ran a very good race, finishing 1 3/4 and third to Deasy and Take a Punt, who is here again. Awesome Rich should improve in that run and could fight this out for the win. Number 4, Hidden Valley, a debutant, born the 28th of March, unlike Platinum Pepsi, who was born the 28th of February. This also is a chested filly by Soul Warriors of Little Thunder, by traditional breeder Everglade Farm Limited, owner Naya, the groom Seabird Lewis, Javari Stedman, an apprentice rides for trainer Richard Zan. Hidden Valley will need some more time. Number 5, Rapunzel. This horse ran 2 good races. On debut, finished second, 3 3/4 lengths to the fashionable bred and precocious looking Princess Shooting Star. Came back on the 28th of August with Pfizer on and ran well. Second, 3/4 lengths to Golden Warrior. The visors of Kevin Foster remains. Rapunzel should definitely fight out the finish. Number 8, Our Angel, another debutant. This one was born 18th of April, a Bay filly by Savoy Stump. Savoy Stump in the 2013 yearling sale was sold for $870,000. Wow, that's a lot of money. Maybe the highest price stallion in Jamaica. Savoy Stump haven't done much. These will be his first crop. There are 2-year-olds, and he has quite a number of yearlings, so you can go and try and see what will happen. Anyway, Our Angel is bred Savoy Stump out of My Angel by Region of Merit. The breeder, Racing Associates 2, they are also the owner of the Cardenas rides for Robert Pearson. Moving okay, but not as good as a few here. Number 7 makes the final debutant, Perfect Brew. This also a half brother to Mr. Mendez, was born the 10th of May, a big colt by Burn Identity, out of Moonlight Brew. Moonlight Brew was sold for US $4,500 and raced 7 times in Pennsylvania and on placed with earning of $315. However, the Grand Dame of Moonlight Brew was a very, very good racer and earned US $40,000 to $60,000 in a very short career. Kind of like this Perfect Brew, but what is the fact? Trainer Richard is on, not a trainer to have them fired up on debut. So, let's see. Incidentally, Our Angel the groom was Clive Walters. Number 8, Fly Messenger Fly, is gradually improving and ran a bit improved, although finishing 6 by 7.5 lengths to stable companion Deasy when first time blinkers and tongue tie were fitted. It is still on, so too female apprentice Abigail Abel. I'm selecting, well, number 5, Rapunzel, from number 7, Perfect Brew. Number 2, very good chance of winning, Awesome Rich. Number 1, Platinum Pepsi. Third race for children up, some optional claiming race, 350,000 with native-bred 6-year-olds and up who've never won 4 races. 7 horses should be were declared. They're going 1,500 meters or 7.5 furlongs. Number 2, Muscatoon has won quite a number of races, much more, far more than all here. Well, except for number 3, Storming. Comes in fairly light. Fernando Geddes has a decent strike rate, and I'm expecting this horse to run well. He was a late on starter though, on the 14th of August, and his last race was the 24th of July. But this is customary for this horse. He's not a frequent racer, but when he brings his A game, he is hard to beat. Don't know what will happen. Remember, this is a claiming race. Number 3, Storming, gradually came down to the claiming tag, in the claiming tag class of $350,000. Was claimed the last by trainer Ryan Darby for Alfonso Raymond. Did not finish the race, was pulled up, leaving the half a furlong point. It's very interesting. This horse, the claim could have been voided by trainer Darby. He didn't. That was a month ago. Darby is noted for claiming horses to do well with. So that point that I have made could be of some significance. You will surely have to consider that horse. Number 4, Nuclear Emma. The horse I am expecting they all have to beat. Ran on the 21st of June, going 7 furlongs. This approximate distance of tomorrow's race. Ran 4 by 4 lengths to San Siro, Inspired Miracle, and the Milkman. Had 3 subsequent starts up in the claiming tag and didn't run anything. But at last, the 15th of September, showed some signs of form when running evenly, 6.5 lengths to Uncle Vernon, Bala Chris, and he can dance. Sprinting. Paul Francis' favorite jockey remains Nuclear Emma, dangerous horse, the logical horse. Number 5, In the Blood, came off a hiatus, 6-month hiatus, the 15th of September, and was a late starter, according to here, injured. This was a 550,000 tag. He's back with Omar Walker in a lower tag of 350,000. Seemingly, this horse is definitely want to be sold. Number 7, Storm Valley, has been weakening in his recent races. As a matter of fact, in his last 5 races, a unique horse who I was the one who bought this horse at Lakeland Farms, and I know something about this animal that it's possibly nobody who knows about him. Anyway, that's history. Number 4, though, Platinum Nuclear Emma. From number 2, Muscatoon. Number 3, Storming, interesting horse. Number 7, Storm Valley. With 4, goes 30 meters or 6.5 furlongs. 8 starters, quite a 8-horse field on tomorrow's card. This race is for native-bred 4s and up. It's a maiden condition race. Number 1, Cupcake. Wow, has been costing a lot for someone to enjoy eating this cake. Well, he can't have it any easier tomorrow. So let's see if he'll be in the winner's enclosure for his backers to feast on. On the Sri Lands then, this horse reports from a brief respite, capable of winning this race and must be a dangerous horse, although not really being exerted on the exercise track, but has been busy in the September month. So this augurs well for number 3, Lions. Then Mr. A, number 4, another who is here and costly to follow and should be added to the mix. Number 5, Soul Treasure, gradually showing how much he has to offer. A change of rider on his mind is on now. Lost his irons on last, the 18th of September, finishing 5th, 6.5 lengths to Vice Third Pie, Plutologist, and Cupcake. This was 4.5 furlongs. If he had his irons intact, well, could have run much better logically. So Soul Treasure is improving. Well, I don't see much on the rest. I'm selecting number 3 from number 1. Number 3, sorry, Leon's Den, number 1, Cupcake. Number 5, Soul Treasure. Number 4, Mr. A. Surely one of those 4 should win. As a matter of fact, 2 of those 4 should be the exacta or quinella, whichever you take it. Race 5, 6 furlongs or 1,200 meters. 8 starters again. It's for native bred 5 years and up. It's a restricted allowance race for horses who've never won 2 races. Number 1, Top Gear. Last 2 weren't much. Paul Francis again rides. If this horse comes to the 4, he has a very good chance. He faces nemesis. Number 2, Friadi. Number 4, One Squeeze. And number 7, Monsieur Monsieur. Whenever they compete, he's bettered Monsieur Monsieur. And One Squeeze right in front of him. Top Gear, 33 starts, only 1 win. 5-year-old. Anything can happen. This horse has to be considered for those who play the exotic bets. Number 2, Friday, gradually getting his team together. It looked challenging up to the furlong point and faded a bit, something that he's been doing regularly, to finish second, 3.25 lengths to its all-eye out-of-class horse. His race against number 7, Monsieur Monsieur, twice. Of course, Monsieur Monsieur bettered him. Very interesting tomorrow with this horse, stretching out a bit to 6 furlongs. Number 3, Black Royalty, only expectation is for a lower order, regardless of how well he's looking. Number 4, One Squeeze, his form is very dismal, especially the last 2. Cameron McGregor rides for Philip Lee. One Squeeze, possibly, only need 1 squeeze to get into the winner's enclosure. Number 5, Moon. We have only seen the Moon once in 30 attempts. I doubt it we'll be seeing this Moon again, or at least in a short while. Number 6, Matriarch, a possibility for the lower order. Number 7, Monster Monsieur, consistent enough. Should have a say of getting into the top, well, of fighting this out. Number 8, Little Red. What can I say about this horse? But this horse, I can't see him winning or getting in the top 3. You never know, though. It's only my opinion. Number 2, Friadi. Just for number 7, Monsieur Monsieur. Number 1, Top Gear. Number 4, that's One Squeeze. We go to race 6, 10 starters, 5 furlongs straight over 1,000 meters straight. It's for nearby 6-year-olds who've never won 2 races, as well as imported 4 and up who are still a maiden. Number 1, Bossy and Flashy, gets the Cardenas again. High speed, has been faltering. Quite a number of maidens and, well, 4-year-old maidens and 4-year-olds have never won 2 races from the camp of Stephen Todd throughout the years so far. This Bossy and Flashy boasts some speed, and from his inner draw, with not too much speed in this race, well, at least on the inner, Bossy and Flashy would have to be caught. Number 2, Ultimatum, ran huge on the 12th of July, going over this exact trip of 5 furlongs straight. Was up with the leader and finished third, 2.5 lengths to Dee's Choice and Adoration. Very interesting. A repeat performance of that could have Ultimatum in the winner's enclosure. He's paper light. Number 3, Power Man, one that could be considered for your lower or from your middle to lower order spot. Number 7, Nino Dorado, has it all to do. Recently just ran a very poor race, finishing 8 by 28 lengths after beating a weak maiden group by 14 lengths. Should have gotten much less than 5-2 in that race that he won. So it's apparent that not much is thought of. I must remind you, on the 28th of June, going 4 furlongs straight, Ultimatum had this one in third, 2.5 lengths. So Ultimatum so far looks the horse. Number 8, John P., the last race on the 12th of June, and had 2 previous starts to that, and they were extremely poor. Did run well on the 24th of April out the straight, and finished second to Lord of Hagelin. Power Man was half a length behind. John P., with seldom used veteran jockey Trevor Johnson, if okay, well, he should be okay. He's working fairly well. September the 11th, stood 5 for the 109 on the 5th, came back 3 days after, 3 furlongs in 36 and 4/5. That's a good sign. Number 9, Cup of Soup, claimed by Stephen Todd for 350,000 and had 2 subsequent races up in the non-only of 2. Now gets Jordan Barrett to having a fairly to thought Cup of Soup. I'm expecting this one to be focused, very focused for this. Incidentally, Stephen Todd's camp is informed he just had a triple of wins last yesterday. No, sorry, 2 days ago. All right, I'm selecting Ultimatum though. From number 9, Cup of Soup, I take the race between those 2. Number 8, John P. Number 1, Bossy and Flashy. Number 3, Power Man for the rest of the placing. 7th race, 7 furlongs or 40 meters, 8 starters. It's for 3 and up, optional claim in 250,000 with native bred 6-year-olds and up who've never won 4 races, as well as native bred 5-year-olds and up who remains a maiden. Number 1, Sir Arjun Barber. Last 2 weren't nothing to recommend. Incidentally, I'm sure you're hearing the helicopter. I'm doing this race from the moon, and the helicopter has just landed. Anyway, let's get back to race 7. So Arjun Barber, his last 2 races were as such that I can't see him having a winning chance. Yes, he's capable, and he has had some support in the last 2, but flops. Number 2, Ride at the Mob. This horse has won out his condition, so connections have put him in for a claim and try to see what he can do there. O'Shane Nugent, who last one in this horse, this was on the 7th of August, going a mile. He's back on. Number 3, Kongatsuki was unlucky and last. Is back here with apprentice Roman pair. Could close for a place on the board. Number 4, first selection. Gets the figure 8 on for this and the Cardenas. This horse raced 20 times with the figure 8 and has not won. Well, as a matter of fact, he hasn't won much races. He has only won 3. But has placed second twice and third 3 times with the figure 8 on. So I guess the collectors are trying to see what can happen. Number 5, Royal Aviator gets the leading rider, Anthony Thomas, on. And as a matter of fact, he teams with the most potent combination, Gregor Forsyth, and this horse. This horse last race, finishing 1.5 and third to ride at the Mob Golden Mile on the 7th of August, makes him an outstanding horse in this lineup. Number 7, Divine Lexi. Trainer Anthony Nunes dropped this one as low, so low at 250,000, and this also was installed the 3 to 5 favorite. She went 2 turns, and she was on the lead and faded to be fourth, 5 lengths behind whatever my mom Juice, who is here, and Isotopic. Claimed by Hot, claiming trainer Johnny Wilmot, gets Linton Stedman, who knows this horse pretty well. Divine Lexi, I would think now, would be a bit off the pace, and she will try to close. Number 8, My Mom Juice ran a cracker on last at 15 to 1 after breaking slowly and went almost right through midway of that 9 from 25-yard race. Same race that Divine Lexi running on the 15th of September. Took up the running and looked all over the winner, but whatever was flying in the middle of the track and caught My Mom Juice. That one, My Mom Juice finished second and length behind. The last 3 times this horse ran in blinkers were her poorest race. The blinkers is on now. I don't know, but anyway. My Mom Juice is back. My Mom Juice has to be respected. Number 5, though, Royal Aviator from number 8, My Mom Juice. Number 7, Divine Lexi. Number 4, first selection. Race 8, for nearly about 4 and up, who have never won 4 races, and imported 4 and up, who have never won 3. It enters again. They go a mile or 1,600 meters. Number 2, Helicopter will be more patient this time. If he was ridden with a bit of patience.
Check out KD's Vehicle Headlamp and Restoration. Our headlamps are fine sanded, buffed, and 9H coated with a 2-year guarantee. Price starting at $4,500. Internal restoration and modification starts at $8,000. To make an appointment today, call us at 876-824-6186.
Warrior, Hudson City, 5 lengths behind. Again, Helicopter broke behind. Helicopter should be one fighting this race out. Number 3, Sun City, 1-3 for one of 3 very interesting entries for trainer Gary Sobrati, title chasing trainer Gary Sobrati, whose stable form is not as what it was in the previous months. Could be gearing up for a rush. September is ended, so we only have 3 months left. And, Gary Sobrati has a lot of catching up to do. Let's see what will happen with Sun City. Number 5, Best Daughter Ever. Well-bred grey filly who came off a sojourn on the 21st of August, going 2 turns, and ran away in a very smart time of 157 and 4/5, winning by 7.5 lengths, going 9 from 25 yards. Better Ajita and Versatile Vision, who is here in this race once again. Looking okay. Let's see if she can make it 2 in a row. Well, surely beyond that line because it's how she loves it. Number 6, Old Warfing. Could close for a minor share being this light. Number 7, Let Him Fly. On the 28th of August in that race that helicopter running, Let Him Fly finished second or shorted to Gambler with Anthony Thomas. Anthony Thomas is back for the leading trainer, Anthony Nunes. Very interesting. The main favorite did run in that race on the 28th of August, won by Gambler. That Let Him Fly finish ahead second and Helicopter a length behind third. Favorite broke very, very slowly and finished a length and a half behind Gambler. Robert Halligan gets the call now. Stronger rider. Good race this. Number 2, that's Helicopter. Number 5, Best Daughter Ever. Number 7, Let Him Fly. Number 8, Favorite Is. That's where the race should be. Okay, I'm going to make my selections in that order. 9th race, the penultimate race, the feature race, named in honor of the Richard Azan trained Menudo, top class animal. This is what I call a good horse, and this horse is one of the best that has raced at Caymanas Park in the past 15 years. Not saying the best ever, surely, but a horse who carries a lot of weight and allow opponents, especially the younger ones, ton of weight, as the phrase goes, and beating them. He's got to be respected. Anyway, this race goes 10 furlongs or 200 meters, 7 entries. It's for thrills and up. It's an open allowance take race. Number 1, Hovercraft, groomed by Michael Joseph. This is a 11-year-old bay gelding by He's the Real Thing, out of Royal Pizzazz, out of Royal Minister. A breeder Martin Susan Waits, Elizabeth Acosta owns. Her son, Jason Acosta trains. Jordan Barrett will ensure that this horse will be going as light can make it. Number 2, King Arthur. Well, going back to Hovercraft, he should have a place on the board because, well, at least in the top 5, because he loves the 2-turn and he's in this evergreen. Gelding, don't rule him out. Number 2, King Arthur, stablemate of Hovercraft. 4, Bay Gelding by Natural Selection out of Geisha's Art by Pat and Jack. Breeder Glenn Lee Robinson. Owner Carlton Watson. Leading owner and looks to be the definite for the Owners' Championship for 2021. King Arthur is regular rider Anthony Thomas rides. Jason Lacoste trains King Arthur 2020 Derby winner. Not all that hot, has been going cold, especially when he ventures around 2 turns. 57 kilos is meeting Nemesis's Crimson and Overcraft, as well as Double Crown is here, as also sentient once again. King Arthur is bred to stay a distance of ground. Somehow, I don't think he will win, but I am I, and you are you. Number 3, Eroy, 4-year Bay Colt by Kozan, out of Golden Bucket by Mass Media. Trained by Richard Azan, will be ridden by top apprentice O'Shane Nugent. Breeder Brent and Crystal Fimang. This horse is a U.S. imported horse. Kozan, very good stallion, and his progenies, they stay forever. Very versatile. Owner Richard Azan, Dr. Brown, and Randy McLean. Eroy seeking a hat-trick of wins, up in class. Don't you dare underestimate this horse's chances of getting into the top 3. Number 4, Sentient, the 5-year-old chestnut horse by Strike It While It's Hot, out of Lady Galadeo by Footloose. Breeder Henry William Jagayodi and JP. Owner Success Farm, one of two horses in this race, owned by Success Farm, and one of four horses here, trained by one of three horses here, trained by Gary Sobrati. Crimson 5 Bay, Gallon by Nuclear. No, I'm going too fast. Sentient is groomed by Lyndon Bennett and Robert Halladine. He gets the call for Gary Sobrati. The blinker, the visor was on last, and he ran poor. Didn't get into the race at all. It's off now. Sentient, as usual when it's on this race. Going back a bit to Eroy, number 3, the groom is Wayne Malcolm. Number 5, Crimson 5 Bay Gallon by Nuclear Wayne out of Sir Barracuda by Prize. The breeder, Mr. Michael Bernard, a very good man, a man who loves horses. And the Open Gate Show wishes Michael Bernard and family as well as his business all the best. The second horse here owned by the Success Farm. Claude Thompson, the groom, Tevin Foster rides for Gary Sobrati. Crimson is handicapped to beat number 2, King Arthur. He adores 2 turns and he's looking fresh and fit. Number 6, Calculus, the 2021 Derby winner. This horse was born on the 9th of March, a Bay Colt by Sensational Slam of Trinket Box by Bernardini. Breeder, Kama Maharaj, owner Shavan Maharaj. Shane Ellis, he gets the call. And this horse, looking a hat-trick of wins, has to improve leaps and bounds to get into the top 3. Let's see. Number 7, Double Crown, 4 Chestnut Gallon by Bella Road, Fall to Talk by Midshipman. Breeder, Ian Pessard, owner PJK Team. The groom Dunstan Bromwell. Ian Pessard trains. Dick Cardenas ride. Was very unfortunate in the last to have lost when going a mile on the 28th of August. The race was won by King Arthur, finishing 3/4 length in front of Sentient Double Crown, who broke slow and was rushed up, was a half length behind. Different rider now. Yes, I'm not too impressed with how Dick Cardenas is riding, but he should be able to have this horse who was taken on a new leash of life. I've always respected this horse, and he's bred to go forever. I'm taking a hunch and go with number 7, Double Crown, from number 5, Sentient, number 2, King Arthur, number 4, Sentient, number 1, Overcraft. I dare leave out number 3, Eroy. What a race. Any one of these horses can win. Final race now goes 5 furlongs long, 1,000 meters long. The 10th race for Trills Up at the Cayman race, $800 million. 10 entries. Number 1, Beach Boy. Came off a brief respite and ran fairly well, I shouldn't say fairly okay, ran evenly. Finishing 5th, 6th length behind Loose Ball, Money Monster, and Raw Liquid, going 5 furlongs straight. With that run under his belt, and against these, if he's okay, he should do very, very well. As a matter of fact, I don't see how he will lose, but his present status, it can't be judged seeing that he's taking things lightly on the exercise track, and he's been going to the pool and to the beach. So let's see. The 3 Weekend Jazz, last 2 were poor, and regardless with the chain of stable, has not shown much. In for a claim for the first time, this well-bred horse has to come with his A game for a chance to win. Number 4, Special Counsel, ran well on last against Universal Boss and Sebastian, finishing 4th, 3 lengths behind those 2, after taking on the run at the furlong point and looked well but weakened. Going the minimum trip now, that race was 7 furlongs, incidentally. Going on the minimum curve trip in a race as this, Special Counsel just recently claimed, This horse was claimed on the 4th of September and ran a week after, and was claimed for $750,000, and a week after ran $4 million against a good set and ran well. Well, let's see if that continues for Trader Well Suitor. Number 5, Cartel has won 5 races straight and went on a brief respite after being claimed and came back in a $900,000 to $1 million claiming race and got 10-1 and ran poorly. Well, what I can say, the odds says a lot. And that race, Beach Boy finished fifth length behind Loose Ball. Cartel, though, finished 6 3/4 and 7th in that race. So, if Beach Boy has a chance to improve in that, number 5 Cartel should also have a chance of improving on fame. Number 7 Deep Blue Sea hasn't been too deep of late, has lost his speed, and I don't think that there's much to change with this horse at present. Number 8 Glock, last victory was at this exact trip of 5 furlongs round. That was on the 12th of June. In almost pole-to-pole fashion, beating KD Rocket and Elitist. Not a consistent horse. Could be more focused than her last 3 races. And until Stedman gets the call, I don't know what to say for this horse. But I have a hunch that this horse will be coming very good and very focused tomorrow. Number 8, number 9, Cold Pursuit. I've been running at various distances. Can't say much on that horse. The 1 Cup blinkers is back on, so obviously there has been some issues. Number 10, High Diplomacy. Well, he's in high claim, but to win this race, even with the strength of Robert Halladine, I'm not sure. The blinkers is on. He ran 7 times in blinkers and has not placed in it. Trainer Patrick Lynch, a very good trainer, and very slick as well. But I have to say it, High Diplomacy winning. Number 8 in a tricky race, Glock. Should be, but I have to select this horse on top. From number 1, Beach Boy, who could end up taking it all. Number 5, Cartel. Number 4, Weekend Jazz. Number 10, High Diplomacy. And that's it. Join me Sunday afternoon when I decide for the Monday race card. Be careful with what you select in these small fields. Yet on Wednesday, it was an example of how tricky horse racing can be. Anyway, take care, good luck. Remember, rehydrate yourself with pure Jamaican Pride bottled water and use steam. I've already told you how the procedure whenever you come off the road. And tell your friends to subscribe to the Open Gate Show on YouTube. If they don't know how, surely don't be shy. They can ask someone who knows to do it. Take care. Good luck.